Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Matt, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Reeve Small Sebenza Plain Jane Drop Point. I got some things to say about this. It's been a while since I've done a video too, so thank you guys for your continued support. If you'd like to support the channel, all you have to do is just subscribe, drop a comment down below, and we'll possibly get a Patreon up in the future. It just all depends on if I have the support behind the channel still, and if you guys want to see more videos. So anyway, as you guys know, in the past, I bought a small Sebenza. It was the micarta version, plain micarta or natural micarta inlays, and I really liked the knife. Sold it to fund other things. You know how life goes. But here, talking about this plain Sebenza, wanted to go over a couple thoughts I had. So ever since I sold my first one, I've missed it. This one, the plain Jane, is definitely better, in my opinion. I think if you're going to go micarta inlay, you want to go large. And if you want to go small Sebenza, you go plain. That's just the way I feel about things. I think, real quick, my next one down the road is going to be a large Inkosi micarta inlay, probably black, and I'll probably do the Insingo shape for the blade, which is the sheep's foot variant. Yeah, I think if I want to go larger, I'm going to go beefier and more heavy duty, which is the Inkosi. So anyway, what I want to talk about today is really, is the small Sebenza too small? Here's what I want to say. No, I don't think so. Not only because, well, I have small hands, it fits my hands great, but I think people really get way too hung up over pocket knife size. I have some size comparisons too I'm going to do to this, but if you really think about it, if you're going to go larger than a large Sebenza, use a fixed blade. If you want something bigger than this, why don't you carry a fixed blade alongside of this? If you're going to really push it into heavy tasks. I mean, we're not going to be sitting here batoning through wood with a small pocket folder. And if you're in an office setting, or not even an office setting, just think about all the times you've used a pocket knife. Even, like, I'm a tradesman, so I'm a locksmith by trade. If I think back to the times I had to use a pocket knife, did I really need anything larger than a small Sebenza? And the answer is no. So let's go ahead and roll in some size comparisons here. Hopefully I'm making myself clear here. I don't think that you really need, I mean, everyone's needs are different, but I really don't think you need a gigantic pocket knife for everyday carry. I don't know, at least in my uses. So like I said, let's go through and take a look at some of these different knives here, and we'll compare the sizes. And I don't think the small Sebenza is too small. So what do we got first off? Well, let's go ahead and I guess let's look at the Delica. This is a Delica that was used by my stepdad for, I think this was used for 12 years straight. And this was his only pocket knife. Look at the age on this blue Delica 4. I mean, look at that. You guys know what these look like right out of the factory, right? They're nice, bright blue. This thing has seen so many grease stains and oil and whatever from dirty hands working. Look at that. There's a line on that blade from the handle. Pretty dang cool. Anyway, look at the size comparison between these two. I mean, for the longest time, people have carried Delicas, and they didn't complain about the size. For the longest time, I've carried a Delica, and I loved it, and I still do. I don't carry them as much anymore, but it's a fantastic knife, and one that I think is overlooked in this day and age with all these crazy folders. I mean, look at the size between these two. They're virtually identical. The Delica is just a slight bit bigger, and that's in the handle. And it's not by much. So, I mean, really, what are we complaining about the small Sebenza for? All right, let's do another one. What about continuing with the Spydercos, I guess? Sage 5. Compression lock. Look at that. I mean, you get more blade on the Sebenza than you do the Sage 5. Granted, the Sage 5 is a lot, taller of a blade shape, and it's a leaf blade, but still, I mean, you get way more edge on your small Sebenza. So I guess I don't know where this whole complaint is with the small being too small and the large Sebenza being too large. I mean, yeah, it would be great if they made a medium Sebenza, but I mean, in all honesty, look at the size between, let's just say, even just these three knives right here. I mean, look at that. Look at these two compared to this small Sebenza. I don't get it. I don't get the complaints. All right, continuing with the Spydercos. Here's a smock. You get, I would say, probably just about the same blade length, cutting edge, on the small Sebenza compared to the smock. You got a giant cutout here for that finger choil and sharpening choil for the smock. You get a longer handle on the smock. But I mean, usability, cutting edge. I mean, come on. The small Sebenza? Really? Small Sebenza is too small for work? I don't think so. And then you throw an Inkosi, if you get an Inkosi blade, or an single blade, I mean, it's like it's the same thing. It's just a smaller package. It's a more compact package. What else? Dragonfly. Let's do a Dragonfly. So here's your Dragonfly compared to the small Sebenza. I mean, yeah, your small Sebenza is going to be bigger. But people use the Dragonfly and they don't complain. They don't say, man, I wish the Dragonfly was bigger. Am I making any sense to you guys? How about an Opinel? Let's change gears. Opinel number 7 Slim. It's like the same size. You got a little bit taller blade on your Sebenza. You got maybe a little bit more grip length on the Sebenza, or on the Opinel, if you hold it up higher towards the collar. But it's like the same size, and people love their Opinels, or Opinels, or however you say it. So there you go. Classy knife there. Demco 8020.5. Bigger than the Sebenza, but the cutting edge is about the same. Even though this is a sheep's foot Wharncliffe type blade. I mean, come on. And I guess these size comparisons are great too if you guys don't have a Sebenza and you're thinking about it. Small Sebenza. You could kind of see the differences between them. So there you go. There's another bonus. Let's do a Case Sodbuster Jr. A lot of people carry these Case Sodbuster Juniors. Great knife. It's bigger than a Sodbuster Jr. I mean, come on, people. This has a cracked scale on the back. But look at that. I mean, pivot to pivot there. You got more blade on the small Sebenza. It looks to be about the same thickness handle-wise. Maybe a little bit more grip size on the Sodbuster, maybe. But look at that. I mean, people love these small Sodbusters. I do too. And the Sebenza is like right there. Microtech. UTX or Ultratech 85. So the Ultratech is bigger in handle than the Sebenza, but then you have the cutting edge. Cutting edge is a little bit bigger as well, but not by much. And it's a thinner blade, or I should say shorter, right? Blade's not as tall. Just about as thick in some areas. And then let's do a giant mouse yacht or jacked or whatever. Yeah, so there's a giant size difference there. Blade length, yep, there's a big size difference there too. But there you go, there it is compared to the... I just wanted to throw that in there as a bonus. Size comparison wise, if you have that giant mouse and maybe you're looking at a small Sebenza, you're like, how big is that? So there you go. What else can I compare it to? Let's do something kind of different. Some of you guys carry Nipix players. So there it is closed next to some Nipix. Let's do a Bic lighter. And let's also do a Pilot G2. There you go. Let's do an open next to a Pilot G2. There you go. So yeah, I think, I don't know, I think people are freaking out about the size. I think if you end up picking up a small Sebenza, I think you're going to be very happy with it, as I am. I've missed it in my collection for quite some time. And I think it's almost my one and done knife. Other than, again, a large Inkosi, because I really want to try a large Chris Reeve knife. And I want to see what the hype is on the large. And I really like the looks of the Inkosi. So yeah, that's probably going to be my last knife for a while, would be a large Inkosi in Singo with my Carta inlays. Or maybe even a plain, I don't care. But yeah, I think I'm going to go that route and then just use the crap out of both of those Sebenzas, and that'll be pretty much it for, I don't know, a long time. Unless I find a fixed blade or something I like, but other than that, yeah, I just wanted to talk about the Plain Jane Small Sebenza, and this one has double lugs too. I absolutely love Chris Reeve knives. I think even though they're expensive in 2025, to me, personally, it's the perfect knife. I really do think that for everyday use, something that you could just beat up on a little bit, use every day, I think it's a fantastic knife. I don't think that there's anything else out there that really compares to a Chris Reeve knife. To me, it makes everything feel like a toy. When I pick up a, uh, you know, Sage 5, the Sage 5 just, it feels nice, still feels like quality, but it just feels like there's something there. I mean, again, there's a little bit of blade play side to side on this. Yeah, I got to probably tighten up the pivot. But it's just, I don't know, there's just something there to that Chris Reeve that makes it special. And the more you use these things, the more you kind of, it grows on you. And it really makes you think, buy once, cry once, you know? Is there anything really better? You can go up in price and get something fancier, yeah. But yeah, it's a USA made knife. It's got a great warranty. Great great workman and craftsmanship. The tolerances are amazing. I don't know. I think to me, I found the perfect knife. And I think when you go from a small to a large, it's just more of the same quality, right? It's just bigger. Again, I've never had a large, and I really want to get one, but yeah, I think it's just going to be more of the same. And I don't think you can really beat a small Sebenza for everyday pocket carry. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe my views will change once I get a large one, but that's going to be a long time down the road, I think. So for now, I'm going to use my small Sebenza, and I'm not really going to nitpick it. I'm just going to carry it, use it like I did my Micarta, and I don't think this one's going to go away like my Micarta did. Again, I wish I really didn't sell that Micarta, but I got a plain Jane, and I think I'm going to be happy with it now. I'm going to give you guys some updates in the future, what I think about this small Sebenza, show you some lifetime updates on it as far as wear and stuff like that. I might throw a little bit of modifications on it here and there, maybe get a gold spacer, ring for this back here, whatever it's called. Maybe get a back spacer, I don't know, maybe get a new pocket clip, who knows. But I think as far as a knife in this size category, I think people are complaining too much. And if you look at it compared to some of the other knives that are on the market that people use regularly, why are you complaining? I mean, you have fantastic materials, you have great craftsmanship, and it's really not that much different from any of these other knives that I've shown you. I guess I just don't know why people are saying this is too small. I don't know. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for sticking around, supporting the channel. Let me know again what you guys think in the comment section below. Yeah, I love Chris Reeve knives. See you guys. Have a good one. Thank you.